the entrance of the tabernacle. 10th verse. Hannah was in a deep anguish, crying bitterly as she prayed to the Lord. And she made this vow. O Lord Almighty, if you will look down upon my sorrow and answer my prayer and give me a son, then I will give him back to you. He will be yours for his entire lifetime. And as a sign that he has been dedicated to the Lord, his hair will never be cut. Made a Nazirite covenant. Next verse. As she was praying to the Lord, Eli watched her. Key things that this woman did. She was sacrificing after a sacrificial meal. Then she says, if you give me a son, I'm going to sacrifice him to you. I'm going to bring him to you. All I want you to do is let me have a child. He don't even have to live with me. When I bear this child, I'm going to bring him back to your house. All I want out of this life, God. All I want. And she had purpose in her womb because this man that she brought forth was a great prophet. He was a great prophet. As she was praying to the Lord, Eli watched her. Is anybody watching you? Is anybody watching how your demeanor is, your attitude is? Even here in the house, because she was there in the house. You better know there's two people that are watched heavily in this. Well, 4 people in all. Really severely. Me. And everybody watch my wife. Everybody watch. Even when I preach, they watch her. Because if I say something, they're going to find out, what, let me see what she going to do. Is she going to be happy? Is she going to get mad? Or what? Y'all be looking. Y'all be trying to come back. As soon as I say something, if it's funny to me, I'll laugh and y'all look. Well, is it funny? Y'all try to find out what kind of reaction she going to have. And then y'all going to watch Pastor Tyler and Sister Tyler. Y'all going to be watching them. How they going to react. That's just natural for folks. They won't find out what's going on. Is he just preaching? Is she like what he say? Let me say this. I gotta say, when prophetess is here, when she's speaking, I acknowledge her as who she is, not my wife. She's bringing forth the word of God, and that word applies to me. I'm not the big head honcho in this place, even though God has given me the right to be the leader of this house. God is the head honcho, and when he speaks, he uses people. And so therefore, when he uses my wife, when he uses Pastor, when he uses anybody, I have got to know, okay, let me hear what God is saying. Because what you say from God is valuable. Y'all understand that? Everything that God is putting in you is just as valuable as what he puts in me. Y'all get that? Therefore, you'll know that there is nothing that I have is so special other than God has wanted me to be a leader right now. But every one of you, y'all leading something and somebody. As she was praying to the Lord, Eli watched her. Now look at this next verse. Seeing her lips moving, but hearing no sound. He thought she had been drinking. Now that was his assumption. Y'all know how y'all look and y'all assume things and y'all don't even know. But y'all look and be thinking, oh yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. So Eli, the preacher, the priest, looks at her and sees her praying and don't know all the outcome of what's going on in her life, but she's just praying. Sees her lips moving but hearing no sound. He thought, she's been drinking. The next verse. Must you come here drunk? He says, jumps to the conclusion. He demanded, throw away your wine. Next verse. Oh, no, sir, she replied. I'm not drunk, but I'm very sad. And I was pouring out my heart to the Lord. I'm asking God for a real clear eyesight, that I don't get it twisted when I see what's going on in your life. Amen. That when I see things going on in you, that I'm not accusing you of something that is not so. Has anybody been here and God has just nailed it? I mean, I've said something, or my wife has said something, some pastor has said it, and they were just like, boom, like, how you know? Because God is spirit. And in the spirit realm, all things are known. All things are known in the spirit. And once you connect in the spirit, you can see. You can clearly see what's going on in people's life. Oh, no, sir, she replied. I'm not drunk, but I'm very sad, and I was pouring out my heart to the Lord. Next verse says, please don't think I'm a wicked woman, for I've been praying out of great anguish and sorrow. And let me say this. I'm going to say it. A lot of y'all say, but I disearned. A lot of times we call ourselves discerning, and it's not really discernment at all. It's just you. God does not always discern bad things. Seems like everybody want to discern. I discern that they've been sleeping around. I discern that they've been drinking and high. Yeah, like he thought. Stop discerning so much and start praying. And ask God for wisdom. And stop talking. When you see things and you don't know nothing, pray. And when you know something, pray. But when you see things going, first, go to God. That's one thing prophets always say. Go to God. Before you even come to us, go to God. Go to God first. First. When? First. We just have this inclination that when things happen, you want a human voice, you want a human person there. But God is neither even in your mouth. Speak. And he's right there. Already ready to perform the work of transformation. Please don't think I'm a wicked woman, for I have been praying out of great anguish and sorrow. Next verse says, in that case, Eli said, cheer up. Cheer up. Don't be sad. He twisted it right back around. Okay, if that's the case, you're not drunk and you're not a wicked woman. Cheer up. May the God of Israel grant the request you have asked of him. Let's go. Oh, thank you, sir. That's all she needed to know. Am I on the right track? Oh, thank you, sir. Don't think I'm wicked now. Don't think I'm wicked. And I'm kind of sad right now. And he goes on to say, okay, cheer up. And then he tells her, go on your way. May your request be granted. And she says, she took the word of what the man of God has said, even though he had diagnosed her state wrong at first. But then when he really connects with her and she pleads or says what she needs to say, then she says, oh, thank you, sir. She exclaimed. Then she went back. Look at this. She went back and began to eat again. And she was no longer sad. Everybody that came up here today, go back and eat again. Everybody that came today, go back and eat again. And no longer be sad. Go back and do what? This is the bread of life.